Welcome back. Well, with holiday shopping in full swing, we need to be aware, obviously, of the risk that comes whenever we swipe that old credit card. So with us today to protect us against fraud, Tony Walls from the Best in the Valley.
That's voted best in the Valley, yep.
Credit union, right? Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a ton of great credit unions in town, so to be recognized as the top one really means a lot. So want to thank our members and the people that voted for us, and a huge shout out to our staff, which does an amazing job.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let's talk about protection against fraud, the holiday season. What do you suggest?
Well, the first thing is you want to check your statements. So a lot of times, I know I even get into it, I always say, do as I say, not as I always do. But to go online and check your statements, make sure that everything on there, you know what it is. Or if you have questions, do some digging. A lot of times it's, it ran through kind of a different name, so you figure out what it is. But you really want to make sure that everything on there is legitimate on your debit card statements and your credit card statements.
And then you were talking about some different, kind of holiday fraud scams that are going on, or?
Yeah, there's always quite a few, and it gets pretty interesting sometimes. So one of the big ones is people calling or emails from fraudulent charities. So I would just recommend if somebody calls you, probably just go to their website and make a donation. You never want to give out your information. I could call you and be like, I'm with the Cancer Society, and can I get your card? And we'll make a donation, which sounds great, and they might be legit, but just to protect yourself, don't do that.
That's a good point, because it's that time of year. You want to make a difference, you want to help out, and you're thinking, oh yeah, sure, but don't do it over the phone. Anything else? You mentioned some gift cards off camera about some kind of fraud going on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of times people want to do like the secret shopper thing for some extra money, kind of a side gig, and there's different ones where they will send you a check. And they're like, okay, now go out today and buy the gift cards, and they let you keep some, but you scratch them off and you give them the numbers so they can verify and do a secret shopper thing. Well, needless to say, a couple days later, the check comes back, fraud, insufficient funds. So they've got these numbers for these gift cards. You've got 2 of the 10, and they all have, yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That is just sad.
It is. It's and there's a lot of things. The other thing I would say is make sure that when you shop online, use your credit card, not your debit card, just to protect yourself, or maybe go through a PayPal, especially, and make sure you go to sites that you know. You don't want to go maybe some fraudulent sites or what have you. But it's a lot easier if you give them your debit card, they have access to your checking account, and never give your checking account number out online. I would say, unless you know exactly where you're at, because then they have access to your checking account. Now, you can always dispute these, but again, it's an easier dispute process through a credit card, and you kind of want to protect that debit card a little bit more.
That's important to know. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Anything else you want to share about protecting yourself?
Well, I think the big thing is make sure that you look at your statements. Again, we talked about that. The one thing about looking at your statements is that you don't catch is I've had a couple people come into my office, and coworker too. They sign up for vitamins or something, and they're like, hey, I'm going to try these. And one person didn't realize till 5 months later they kept getting a $9.99 charge on their account. So the first thing you want to do if you ever get a charge which you want to dispute is go directly to them. So you'd want to go to the retailer. If you can't resolve it with them, then you want to do a dispute with your credit card company or your debit card.
And then what happens if both of them renege on the dispute? What do you do then?
Then it's tough. Obviously, you want to stop the reoccurring. Sometimes, for some reason, if you can't get them stop that reoccurring charge, sometimes you actually have to close down and get a new credit card number or get a new debit card number. Usually, the disputes are pretty good with the process, where you're going to be able to at least stop the charges not coming through. But yeah, you always want to go to that retailer, maybe get double charged over the holidays at a place. The best is to go right back to that retailer and say, excuse me, I was double charged. That's the quickest way. They can just credit you right back.
All right. We got about 30 seconds left. Anything you guys are doing for the holidays with like free checking or specials or anything like that?
We always have something going on. This time of year, we do have a lot of like Pee-wee accounts where people are thinking about setting up for the kids.
Yeah.
So that's always good. And we always have a great credit card promotion at 9.9%, and we get 1.5% cash back on all purchases. So it beats that 22% from Discover.
Nice. You want to give it a website, phone number, anything?
Townandcountry.org. Just remember .org. And you can go to any of our branches and apply, or you can apply right online at our website.
Good stuff, man. Best credit union in the Valley. Always great to have you here. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, stick around. Much more coming up right after this.